BTB Kicks here, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 ugly truths of running your own small business. I'm mainly going to be talking to the sneaker restorers, but if you have a small business, these 5 topics will still apply to you. And before we dive in, do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. Let's start things off with number 5. You are responsible even if you are tired, whether it be bills, customers, employees, work. Everything has to continue to be done no matter how you feel. Just the truth of life is nothing stops because you're having a bad day. It just keeps going. What do Young Thug say? Man, these horses don't stop, they keep going. Nah, I mean, but instead of horses or whatever he said in the song, these problems don't stop, they keep going. Obviously, you're gonna have ups and downs while running your business, but none of it stops, it just keeps moving. There's been plenty of times where I've had things stack up on me, whether I'd be short-staffed and I'd have to come in even earlier to work just to make sure I get the work done, leave later in the day just to get stuff done. And I've had issues with customers coming in, being difficult. On top of that, the bills just keep coming, whether it be rent, utilities. Just gotta lock in, stay tough, have that mental fortitude, and you'll make it through. Just know right off the bat, you can't do anything about it, but you can control how you respond to the situation. So keep your head up and you'll make it through. Moving on to number 4, which kind of segues into what I was saying about having that mental fortitude. Slow weeks mess with your head. I still go through this from time to time, and I even had a slow week this week. It can kind of take you off your game and make you feel like, dang, like, am I really doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or am I in the right field of business? Should I keep going? And the answer is always going to be yes. Well, if you're passionate about what you do, at least. Everyone has slow weeks. I even have slow weeks where customers don't come in, or days where I might only get a couple pairs done or something like that. It can mess with your confidence, I will say that, and you're just oftentimes left with your thoughts. Don't let your thoughts get the best of you. Just keep thinking like, okay, I'm locked in, I can get this done, or somebody will come, I just have to be patient. It's not always gonna be super busy during a given week or a period of time. As a matter of fact, when you're having a slow week, this is when you should double down and lock in even more in your business. So usually when I have slower weeks, I try to lock in by making more content for you all and just for my Instagram. I might even research different strategies on how to get more customers in, because what you decide to do with your downtime can make or break your business to an extent. And I'd rather spend time investing in doing things that I know I can generate customers with, like content and commenting on different posts, maybe putting out an ad, refining my content, trying different ideas, cleaning shoes, making tutorials, literally everything that I can think of, instead of just leaving it up to chance, like, oh, I hope somebody comes in today. Like, no, I try to put in inputs to try to get an output. Try that, and don't beat yourself up if you have a slow week. Everybody has them, and we got to keep pushing. Moving on to number 3 on the list, customer issues can drain you. This is something that I have kind of grown to put up with to an extent. Whenever I deal with customers, I let the expectations be known up front so there's no issues on the back end. And if any issues do arise on the back end, then it's kind of like, well, I already made you aware, and there's nothing they can really say because I laid it all out on the table in front of them when they dropped off the shoes. The most common issues a beginner might run into while running your business, which could cause, issues with customers, could be late pickups, paid balances, or just unrealistic expectations. To wipe all those completely away and to minimize them as much as you can, you have to make sure you're being very upfront with your customers. Give yourself enough time to complete the work, even more so. Like, if you know you can do a pair of shoes in realistically like 3 days, tell the customer a week so you can have a little bit of buffer room just in case somebody else comes in, they want something expedited, and then it doesn't throw off your whole rhythm. And then as far as collecting payment, that's one of the biggest things that I preach to everyone in sneaker restoration. Get your money up front. Even as a regular small business, you do not want to have to deal with customers owing you on the back end when you've already completed the work and they're holding up your cash flow. You want to make sure everything is smooth. You're going to do what you're supposed to do. You can't always count on a person or a customer to do what they say they're going to do. Because I can't tell you how many times I've had customers say, when I was doing half now, half later, be like, oh yeah, I'll pay you this now. Boom, they pay me, I do the work, and they try to pay when they pick up. I'll be like, hey, your shoes are ready for pickup. Oh yeah, I'm gonna come down there right now, I'm gonna get them. Well, the rest of the day goes by, they don't show up. I text them the next day, hey, You know, your shoes are ready, you didn't come in yesterday, you plan on coming in today. Oh yeah, I just got busy, and then they don't come in again, and then it just becomes a chase down for your money that you're owed. Like, you can't trust the customers to do what they say they're gonna do, because at the end of the day, they don't care about your business. They just want the end product, but also they could care less if you have bills. And that's one thing that you have to get through your head too. Nobody's looking out for you. You have to look out for you. And that's why I say get your money up front. And then as far as the miscommunication goes and setting expectations, you wanna make sure you tell the customer and make sure you're knowledgeable about everything you're doing, to an extent where you can break it down and just know how a shoe is going to come out before you even do it. You have to have that experience to be able to kind of describe that to the customer and help them understand. When I know a pair of shoes isn't going to come back 100%, I let the customer know upfront, then and there. Your shoe will not be brand new out of the box. They will be kind of like basically like on this level, or they'll only come back to a certain extent. If you're cool with that, we can proceed with the service. If not, I understand. I just want to be honest and lay it all out on the table for you, so there's no miscommunication or any issues basically upon pickup when they see the shoes. So that's one thing you definitely want to keep in mind as well. But having that in mind, knowing how to handle and manage their expectations, the turnaround times, and you getting your money up front is one of the biggest things to reduce headaches. Moving on to number 2, you have to make decisions that nobody else sees as a business owner. That could be hiring, firing, pricing, expenses, taxes, you name it. All of that stuff goes on behind the scenes. Like I said before in the previous topic, nobody cares about you or your business except for you, especially when you have employees or customers who just want their money or want the service done. You're the one who's running the business. You have the vision. You obviously want to try your best to execute on that vision and have people within your business who care about your values and what you're trying to do. At the end of the day, nobody's going to treat your business or love your business like how you do. You want to make sure you're taking care of everything to the best of your ability, which is a lot for a business owner. But having your standards is key to success and keeping things running smoothly, along with having structure and systems in place to keep things consistent too. But a lot of people think owning a business and being your own boss is very glamorous, but I promise you, it's just more behind the scenes work that a lot of people would much rather just go work for somebody once they see how much you have to do and what goes into actually running a business and what you have to keep account of in different things. All of your decisions that you make in your business, whether how complex or how simple they are, they all matter at the end of the day, because you're representing yourself, you're representing your business. You have to have a good reputation, and all of these decisions and micro choices here and there, they all add up at the end of the day. So you want to make sure that's something that you're aware of too. And before we move on to our number 1 topic of the video, I want to mention my Discord. So my Discord is a place where sneaker restorers from all across the United States and in other countries, we all get together as like-minded individuals, and we communicate and help each other grow our businesses and give each other tips and tricks and different strategies on how to grow as well. We have weekly calls on Zoom to talk about our different issues and connect virtually face to face. I've seen a lot of people grow their businesses from 0 to now doing it full time. Instead of watching all these different YouTube videos and trying to piece together strategies and things like that together, like how I had to do when I first started, I figured creating a hub and a place where people can get together and talk and network would be easier for you and beneficial. You'll have 24/7 access to me, and you can ask me whatever you want, and you can make connections and relationships with fellow restorers in the field. So if you're looking to check that out, feel free to check out the description down below. And now for the final topic of the video. Entrepreneurship is freedom, but only after responsibility. Being your own boss is nice and glamorous and all that, but there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. Once you get everything set up, such as your systems, workflow, have workers, and have a steady business going, that's when you can start to unlock your freedom. But there's a lot of discipline that takes place in the beginning. When you start your business, you have to come in every day. You have to come in early. You have to leave late. There's a lot of responsibilities that go into it that the average person might not know about. And once they find out about, they probably will not want to continue to keep doing. You have to be built for it. You have to be ready to lock in. You have to be ready to see no results for a while and take the time building your business from scratch. And then once you finally see those results, you have to double down and keep hitting it and keep hitting it until you have something that's sustainable and keeps going and can run without you eventually. But you have to build up to that. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. I've been restoring sneakers for almost 10 years, I think about 8 years right now. And I just got my shop maybe 2 years ago. I still work in my shop every day, and I'm still figuring out stuff on how to get it to run without me. Day by day, I'm getting better. Day by day, I'm improving my systems, and day by day, I'm still learning on how to run a better business. At the end of the day, as an entrepreneur, you have to keep learning. You never stop learning. But you have to be able to accept that's what you're gonna have to go through. It's a lot. It's a lot of, I don't wanna say randomness, but anything can happen in entrepreneurship. Like some days I have monstrous days, some days I have monstrous lows. It's just something you gotta have the heart for. If you don't have the heart, then you're not fully in it and you won't be able to run a business or grow it to the extent that you want to. So you just gotta be all in or all out. I hope y'all learned something from this video and could take something from my experience running a business. If y'all have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. And if you're interested in joining the Discord, that's in the description as well. But without further ado, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.